Hello guys, good morning. How are you? It's another Tuesday again today. So I've been feeling really sick lately, so I wanted to add some color to my face. So why not do some makeup? But what we're going to do today is we're going to do some prom makeup. Okay, it's very simple but elegant. Something that will last you the whole night during your prom night. Okay, so I'm going to start by moisturizing my face. I'm going to be mixing Nivea soft cream and the Ren clear skin day cream. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing that together, and then I'm going to add some Tatcha as my primer. Okay, I'm going to be applying that just in the middle portion of my face. I'm going to be back and then we'll start doing the makeup. I've done my moisturizer. Now I'm just going to show you how I use this Tatcha, the silk canvas. Now I use this as a primer. Now it comes with this small plate or ring, and then you're just gonna add up to that line there. So you just need to scrape it until it touches the line. So if it's not enough, you can get some more if you want to. So I just do it like that, and then I just use where my T-zone is, because that's where, you know, those pores are. So if this one will help lock those pores in, so that when you put your your foundation, it doesn't show the pores anymore, because that's my problem, because I've got really big pores. And every time, you know, I put foundation and I do like a close-up photo, it shows up. So you really wanna press it into those pores. So just concentrating on that T-zone. Okay. Okay, so now that that's done, and while you're here, we're gonna start adding some. We wanted our skin to be dewy. I always wanted it. It's up to you if you don't want to. This is from Mecca, and this is called Liquid Light. Okay, that's the Liquid Light Topaz from Mecca Max. It doesn't show. I think there's too much light going this way. But all you need to do, it comes with a dropper as well. So I'll concentrate on those areas where I wanted to highlight. So there, and then just a little bit on my nose there and here. And then I'll just use my foundation brush and I'll just do that. I normally put this on before I add the foundation, so that it looks like, you know, you're glowing from inside. Okay, so since we're going on a prom, we're going in a at a prom night, we wanted our makeup to last the whole night. So we're going to use a foundation. It's going to be a full coverage foundation. So before I put my foundation, I wanted to add a primer first. Okay, so this will help last. This will help my foundation to last. Okay, so I'll just, smells really good. This is from Rimmel, London, and we're going to use our Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. So I'm just going to add that into my foundation brush, and then I'm going to dab it all over my face. So you want to press it in if you have big pores like me. you really want to press it in there, pack it all in, so they don't show up during those photos. You will take lots and lots of photos and videos, and you don't want those things to show up. Okay, don't forget your neck. Okay, so that's it. You see how that foundation sticked into my face? I don't know, it just felt different. It just feels different if I have that primer first. Okay, and then I'm going to add another of this primer again, but I'm going to use a small sponge. I'm going to spray it onto there, and then I'm going to put it under my eye. This will prevent my under eye from creasing once I add the under eye concealer. Okay, let this dry for a little bit before you add that in. It's going to make your under eye really tight. That's how it feels. So for my concealer, I'm actually using Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser from Maybelline. Okay, so I'm almost finished with this one. I have tried the ones from Morphe, but I don't like the coverage. I don't know, it doesn't feel good on my skin. So now that it's dry, I'm just gonna add that there. And then I normally add it here, the side of my nose. And then here, where I have those dark areas around my nose, and then on top of my forehead. And then later on we'll come back and we'll do under that cheek there, and then my nose as well. Okay, and then I'm just using my beauty sponge, and I'm just pressing it in. Once that is done, I'm going to get a baking powder. This is from Maybelline Master Fix Baking Brightening Loose Powder, and I'm just gonna shake it just to get some of that in. And then using the same small beauty sponge, I'm just gonna dip it in there and just pat that in. Today I'm going to use a contour stick, and this is also from Maybelline, the V Face Duo Stick. So I'm gonna use this end for my contour. So I'm gonna start by doing my under my jawline, and then I'm just gonna use a brush, just a flat brush, just to brush it down like that. So then we're gonna go to our forehead. So I normally do my temple and around the head. Just brush it in. I'm going to brush it close to my hairline so it doesn't look like a mask. So I'm just gonna trace that in. See that? I'm going up, and that will change my face. See? And then I'll brush it down just to give it a shadow, and then I'll brush it up like that. And then for your nose, you can use, let me just get a brush. Okay, we can use this brush here. Just gonna add that. Hopefully this gives us something. Okay, the Anastasia contouring palette that I normally use, that one just gave up, so so this one is much darker than that. I like using this brush because I can just go straight in, and I would normally cut here so that when you look at my nose, you know, when I do this, it's still long. Okay, and then just wanna, this is the thing when you put the contour on top of your foundation, because you're gonna have to blend it really hard. Unlike if you put it under the foundation, you can just use your foundation brush to blend it, just like that. Okay, you want it to be there, but it's blended. So I just use the same foundation brush. I don't add additional foundation, just whatever is left on the brush, and I just go around it, just like a stippling motion, but very, very light on top of it because I don't want to erase it. I just want to go over it, brush it up so it's blended. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to that highlighter, and then we're just going to highlight underneath where we added the contour. So we just want to highlight that. Going to give you that cut. See? And then just using the same foundation brush, just blend them together. I'm going to use our bronzing powder. This is from Australis. Okay, so we're going to use that. I'm going to use this to set some of that makeup. So I normally add it on top here, just on top of that contour that we added earlier. And then same on the other side. And then forehead. Okay, so you want to look at the mirror straight and then see where you want that shadow to be, because this can also add depth into your contour. And then I'll just add a little bit there. So just remember, when you're adding your contour, this is like a sun kiss. So if that's what you want, if you're using the bronzing powder as a to add warmth to your face, those are the areas where you want to put it. Okay, just gonna add it on my neck so that my neck and my face looks the same. Now with your lips, while you're doing all this makeup, you just want to add like a lip balm so they don't dry out. They don't dry out when you add your lipstick later. Okay, now before I forget, I'm gonna add, I want to contour my lips. So I'm going to use this rounded pointed brush. This is just from a Japanese shop, a Daiso. There you go. Okay, so this will give you a pouted lips, and then just blend it using the same foundation brush. For my eyebrows, I always start with Maybelline Brow Drama. Okay, so what I do is I just pulled my eyebrows up. Okay, so now that I've pulled that back, I'm going to use this is a Morphe brush. So it's got that it's a tapered brush, angled brush actually, very thin one. And then I've got the spoolie on the other end. So I am using the Billion Drama Brow Pomade. Yeah, it's a brow pomade in the shade of Taupe. Grab some of that product into my brush, and then I just line it first. So I line the bottom first, and then I bring it all the way up. And then I grab some more of that product. Without brushing my hair down, I just leave it as it is. I use that as my guide. And then I just brush the top. And then just where my eyebrows curve, I just follow that. Okay, and then I just let them meet. Just like that. And then I grab some more. And then I'll just brush the rest. I fill in those gaps where there are no hairs or the hairs are thin. And then I put some of that lines there as well. I'm just filling up my brows now. That's what I'm doing. Now that harsh line there, if you don't want it, you can either use your spoolie to brush it, or you can use the same brush and then add some more of that shade in there. Okay, so now we're going to clean this up, and I'm going to use a concealer to clean this up. Okay, so I'm going to use this white concealer. You can also use the highlighter, you know, from that duo stick that we used earlier. You can use this highlighter to clean it up. Okay, just get a brush. You can use this one. You just get a brush like this, a tapered brush, and then just go through the edges. But since we will be doing our eyebrows, our eyeshadow, so I'm gonna use this one from Maybelline. This is the 00 concealer. Yeah, CO00 concealer. So I'm going to use this as a base as well for our eyeshadow. But first I'm going to do my, hang on, before I do that, I'll just use the end of my tapered brush and just do the ends. So just the edge of that eyebrow that I want to clean. Okay? And then I'm just gonna brush it down. Just use this beauty sponge just so I can blend it. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the other side of our eye. Now we're going to do our eyelid. We're gonna prime it using the same concealer that we use for our eyebrows. Area. Okay, and then I'm going to use a powder to set this one, and I'm going to use the one from James Charles palette. Okay, so we're going to use the flashback using this brush. I'm just going to put it all over my lid just to set that. Okay, so now that that is set, we're going to start our eyeshadow. Okay, now if you don't have an eyeshadow palette, you can use your bronzing powder. You can use that as a base here on that crease. So I'm going to use this brush. This is from Morphe. It's a flat brush, but a tapered flat brush. Okay, now you can also use a crisp brush if you like, but I just felt like this can go like really into that space there where I want to place the base of my eyeshadow. So we're gonna be using the Artistry palette from Morphe. Okay, and I'm going to start with, this can be used to any kind of dress that you're wearing, any color. This is really good. So I'm gonna start with Brick as my base. Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. Filling up the brush, and then I'm just going straight into my crease there. Okay, because I've got that, see that lid, I'm going to make my own crease. So just relax your eye, going straight into it, and then you can actually feel it there. See? So now I'm higher. So I just want to go around it. Now it depends on what you want. If you want a rounded eyeshadow, or if you want it to be like that. Okay, so just go back to it, and then once you've placed your eyeshadow where you want it, you want to flip that brush and then just blend it. Melts into my skin. Now using a rounded brush, okay, using this brush, a clean one, you can also use that, but using a very light stroke, you can also use that to blend it in. You can do wiping motion. I like it in here. I really want to concentrate in that, and then just keep going until there's no more harsh line. Okay, so this is from Sephora, and this is a 205 double-ended brush. So you've got the one for the shadow and then one for the crease. So I'll just keep going until there's no more harsh line, and then doing the sides as well. Okay, and then just using the same brush, dipping it into that brick shade, and then just connecting this lower eyeshadow that we did earlier, connecting it to our lower lid. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to add shade into this color here, but we're going a little bit darker. So we went from brick, now we're going to use sauce. Let me just check that. So just that inner corner there is where I want to place it. And then I'm gonna go over to my crease, just where I place it, okay? Just that corner there. Okay, and whatever is left, I'm just gonna go all the way. And then going back to that clean brush that we used earlier, you just want to lightly just do the edges. And then I'm gonna go back to that same brush, flat brush that we did earlier. I'm just gonna dip it into that sauce shade, just the top of the tip of the brush. And then I'm gonna go back to my lower lid and then just connect them. I'm just doing the corner half, the outer half of my lower lid. Okay, so let's go back to the shade. I just wanna make sure that everything is blended seamlessly, and then I want to make sure that I have it up here into that corner there. And then for this lid that we haven't covered, now I'm going to add just here in that inner corner, here in the middle up to the middle corner, I'm going to add this eyeshadow. This is an eye polish Lucky. It's from RMS Beauty. Okay, so we're going to use that. The shade is Lucky. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna use my finger, or you can use a brush, and then just adding it there. Okay, so I don't want that to look like a cut, so I'm gonna go back to my brush. Whatever is left there, I'm just gonna use that just to blend this two together. And then going back to that crease, not adding any more product, just whatever is left from my finger, and then just dabbing it there, going back and forth with my brush so that, you know, they look like they're blended together. Okay, so I really love that eyeshadow there. It's really nice. And then just going back to your brush again, and then just tying this all together. So that's done. I'm gonna do the other side of my eye, and then we'll come back and then we'll finish this using our mascara. If you want to use falsies as well, we're going to do that. Okay, so we'll come back. Okay, so now I've done the other side of my eye. I'm just gonna finish it with some eyeliner. Nothing too fancy, I just wanna line that. Okay, now you can finish this using a mascara, or you can also add falsies. Okay, if you think that you can do it, like you'll be alright with some falsies, then you go do it. Okay, and then just curling that eyelashes. If you don't want to wear falsies, you don't have to wear falsies. Okay, if it's something that you are used to wearing, then you go and wear one. But if it's going to be like a problem for the rest of the night, just forget it. Just curl your lashes and then use a mascara. The mascara that I'm using is from Scott Barnes, and this is the Pumped Up mascara. Again, if you don't normally do mascara on your lower lash line, you don't have to do that. And just to prevent that from sticking to my skin, I just use this brush and just go back to my highlighter brush, and then I just go underneath. Let's finish this look. I'm gonna do the other side of my eye again, and then we're gonna add some blush and lipstick into this look to finish it all. Okay, we'll come back. All right guys, we're back. So I just added some lashes just to give it a drama, and then we're going to proceed with our blush. So I'm going to use two blushes today. I'm going to use cream, and then I'm going to use powder. Now the cream, I'm just going to add it here on top of just on the apple of my cheek, and then same here. Like what I said earlier, guys, you don't need to wear falsies if you don't feel comfortable wearing this. Okay, this is a single falsies. You can use the onesies where you can just attach, you know, those single pieces of lashes to your eyes, to your eyelash. So you can also do that. I think if you're someone who's new to wearing lashes, I think you better go with that, because it's not too much to wear. And then after that cream blush that we put in, I'm gonna go and use the It Bye Bye Pores blush. So just using a tapered brush as well. So this is just exactly good for my cheek. So I'm just gonna fill it up with that product. So don't be scared if you think that you're adding too much. You're not really adding too much. When you look at your face during photos, on the photos, if you don't add enough, it's gonna look like you're not wearing anything. So just remember, you've got all the lighting there and all of that stuff. So you want to make sure that you have those colors there. So I'm just adding it on the top of my cheek, and then I'm just dragging it out so that my face looks like it's lifted. Okay, so doing the same thing for the other side, and then just dragging it out. And then here, and then you can do here as well, so it looks fresh. Just lightly there. I'm going to add some there. Okay, and then we're going to do our lips. So for this lips, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty lipstick. This is a lip kit contour and strobe lip set, and this is Bombshell and Ritzy. Okay, now I'm going to line my lip. So this is the lip contour Bombshell. The liquid matte Bombshell, also from the same kit. Okay, so this is what I told you earlier. You need to wear your lip balm, because that will help moisturize your lips, so that when you put all this lipstick in, your lips are not dry. So now just on top of that, we're going to add lip strobe. Okay, so I don't place it all over my lip. I just use it like to highlight my lips. So I use it here, there. I just use it like to give an accent to my lips. Okay, so we're almost finished. Now we're going to set this again using the Rimmel Insta Fix and Go. Okay, the reason why I added that is because I wanted to highlight my face. Okay, let me just add another more of that Rimmel because I need that moisture. I need that so my highlighter will attach to the surface where I'm going to put it. I'm just gonna highlight this part here. And I'm going to highlight the top of my bridge just here. And then here. I just want the top part. See, when we contoured our nose, when we had that cut there, even if I do this, my nose doesn't look like it's flat. And then I'm going to highlight this part here as well. Okay, I'm gonna switch my brush because I want to highlight that top of my cheek. And then here, go back there. And then here, I also want to highlight that. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and do my finishing powder. Now this is good because, like what I said, there's going to be lots of lights in there. You want your foundation to really stay and not be too oily. Okay, you want that natural oily look, but not the icky oily look. Okay, so just patting it, just patting it all over. This is good, like if you feel like you've put too much, contour, this will just blend them all together now. Okay, so really, it's good. And then to set it again, you just want to go back to your Rimmel and then spray. There you go. So you really want to pack all that makeup in there to make sure that they will not move. Now, if you feel like, if you feel like you don't want that, that white thing there, just go back to your brush that you used earlier and then just go back there. And then just blend everything together. Okay, and let me just add highlight right there in the middle. Okay, there you go. So all you need to do is just get dressed, get your hair done. You can either, there's so many things that you can do with your hair. You can bring it up, bring it down, whatever you think is comfortable for you. I always have my hair done. This is my natural curl. I don't have to do anything about it. That's it. I just do that and then put something there, whatever. And then that's it. So I'm ready for the night. I just need to change my clothes, get ready, and you can wear whatever dress that you're going to wear. You can wear it with this type of makeup because it's very makeup is very flexible. You can wear it with any color. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click that subscribe button and the bell next to that so you can be notified every time we post a new video. And so there you go. So this is my take on prom night look, and hope you like this as well. And yeah, until next Tuesday again, guys. See you and God bless. Bye. Hello guys, so I just want to show you how it looks like without the falsies. So I just wearing the same mascara from Scott Barnes. You can use any mascara, and then just make sure that you curl it before you put on your mascara. The best way to curl it is if you have a hair dryer, or yeah, blow dryer. Just blow dry it. Make sure that it's, yeah, warm enough, and then curl it. It's gonna give you that nice curl, and then add in your mascara. Okay, all right, see ya.